Part 21. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 201. Suchin was surrounded by zombies, but the business of the card branch became hot again. There will be casualties in battle, the healing card is a must. If you are accidentally bitten by a zombie, the serum card is also a must. Want an advanced weapon that's handy? Shouldn't you buy more bronze, silver, and silver cards? If you want to be promoted to the legion under your command, don't you need a promotion card? How do I get the promotion card? Buy more cards from the draw series, and see the rest. All in all, no one is hiding at the moment. How many magic crystals are there? Smash them in. It's not that no one has tried the idea of looting the card branch, and there are quite a few people who have this idea. But don't look at who opened this card branch. In the card branch, Dong Yi led the 4-star vampire Banshee army to stand firmly. Outside, Fang Fan's 4-star legions and a 5-star Bone Dragon Knight Legion are cooperating. Anyone who has any thoughts must pass his level first. Otherwise, don't talk about it. There has never been a shortage of dead bodies at the entrance of the card store, and they are piled up layer by layer, and then cleaned up regularly. The streets are full of terrifying blood spots, which seem to state everything that has happened here. It is indeed the zombies of the southern country that attack Suchin this time, but it seems that they are not the main force of the zombies of the southern country, at least they have not seen the terrifying King Zombie. The size of the zombie group is about 3 million. The attack was mainly launched from the south gate, and the other 3 gates also had their own zombie leaders leading the zombie group to attack. The majestic city wall is not just a decoration, the existence of the city wall allows the survivors to snipe these zombies from a commanding height. Then strangle these zombies in the cradle. Zombies don't have any siege weapons. But they have sharp claws. They use their claws to climb the walls, they climb fast and agile. Tens of thousands of zombies gathered at the city gate, ramming the heavy city gate with their own flesh and blood. The sturdy city gate also seemed to be crumbling from the impact, and everything seemed so cruel. The 4 city walls are all in a hurry. Boundless, all zombies. These zombies are in order. They are not the same as those chaotic disorganized zombie swarms. They have a common and firm goal, which is to destroy the city and turn all the survivors of the city into their own kind. Fang Fan took the initiative to ask to guard the most central part of the South City Tower. According to common sense, there are the most zombies here, and they are relatively powerful. Bone Dragon Knight Legion and Demon Legion follow me out of the city to fight. The Unicorn Corps, the Yellow Turban Commander Corps, and the Gothic Laser Rifle Corps are responsible for killing zombies on the city wall. Galen, Xiaohei, you guys also follow me and go out. With millions of zombies in front, the gates of Suchin are tightly closed, and it is extremely difficult to guard on the city tower, let alone out of the city to fight. Fang Fan can be said to be the first person. The Bone Dragon Knight Legion covered the sky and threw itself into the zombie group, which was a bloody rush to kill. The Demon Legion did not follow suit, inciting huge black wings, looking for zombies above 3 stars as their target of attack. Swimming in the ocean of zombies is infinitely refreshing. Fang Fan looked at the dense group of zombies below, and was quite emotional. If there were no air troops, the land battle would definitely be courting death. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 202. Falling into a group of zombies, if you don't have the ability to take off, you will be swallowed up by the surging zombies sooner or later. There are quite a few zombies. Killing the zombies is only the first step, the key is to be able to get the magic crystals and cards they exploded. In the beginning, Fang Fan was really fighting hard. What is the purpose of fighting to kill zombies? Isn't it just for magic crystals and cards? Once the war started, the zombies who were about to climb the city wall were killed continuously. After they died, the magic crystals and cards fell to the bottom of the city wall. Fang Fan's eyes suddenly turned green. Layers of magic crystals and cards were placed under the city wall and no one picked it up. Of course, no one dared to pick it up. Such a large piece, just the gate of the city. I'm afraid there are hundreds of thousands of magic crystals, there are tens of thousands of various cards. The battle has been going on for so long, and the fierce battle at the gate of the city is the most intense, and tens of thousands of zombies have died. Only a small part of the magic crystals and cards that the zombies exploded remained on the city wall, and the rest fell down the wall. Maid, labor and capital have worked so hard to kill for so long, what a shit. It's better to pick up rubbish. Fang Fan took a breath and glanced up at the city wall. All legions. Climb the back of the bone dragon one after another. Let's go down to the tower. Pick up the treasure. Fang Fan gave an order, although the commanders of several legions were all confused, but they didn't talk nonsense, and directly climbed the back of the bone dragon according to Fang Fan's intention. Fang Fan first ordered the demon legion to open a small habitat under the city wall, and then let the remaining legions fall one after another. The Yellow Turban Leader Corps, the Gothic Laser Rifle Corps, and the Unicorn Corps do their best to stop the enemy. All the Bone Dragon Knights come down. All the demons come here. One big sack per person, pick up magic crystals for me. Pick up cards. The sack is full, throw it on the back of the bone dragon, and transport it away together. Fang Fan's plan was very simple. He used the elite army to create a small space under the city wall, and then began to clear this small pile of cards and magic crystals. Then put these magic crystals and cards on the back of the bone dragon and transport them to the city. This repetition is much faster than simply killing zombies. No matter how fast Fang Fan killed zombies before, it was actually nothing more than dozens of people working together to kill zombies. Killing hundreds of zombies in 1 minute is already the limit, and getting more than 1,000 magic crystals in 1 minute is already overloaded. And now, half of the legion is defending on all sides, and half of the legion is holding sacks with magic crystals and cards. This speed is fast enough to explode. My CAO. They are picking up magic crystals and cards. Those are the zombies we killed. Mad. It's shameless. Hee, if you have the ability, you can also go down to the castle to pick up magic crystals and cards. Grass. Pick up a chicken feather. If you go to work, you will die. These people are crazy. They will die for the magic crystal. Don't you look at who that is? That's Fang Fan, who is number 1 on the double list. Have you seen those bone dragons and demons around him? Those are all 4-star 5-star legions. Will he be afraid of those spicy chicken zombies? The speed at which he picks up magic crystals and cards is too fast. This wave of blood is earning. Don't worry, he moved, he went to the left, I'm going. A lot of magic crystals and cards there have been picked up. I'm so jealous. Ah. He came with the sack. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 203. Everyone stared at Fang Fan's coquettish actions with big eyes, the words of contempt shot out of their mouths, but in their hearts they were looking forward to picking up the trash below. It was them. What? This wave of magic crystals and cards were picked up, how handsome. Fang Fan led the people to continue the magnificent cause of picking up magic crystals. Around the entire Suchan, they swept back and forth in a circle, only then did the bone dragons fly up the city wall with sacks on their backs. My lord, I have obtained more than 3 million magic crystals and more than 200,000 various cards. There are more than 700 promotion cards, and more than a dozen bloodline cards. By the way, there is also a premium pet card. Galen came over and reported the harvest to Fang Fan. In the self-defense battle of Suchin, almost hundreds of thousands of zombies have been slaughtered. And most of the magic crystals and cards were robbed by Fang Fan. The battle is still going on. Fang Fan is going to let his brother's army kill another wave, and then pick up another wave. As for the jealous and angry eyes around him, Fang Fan subconsciously ignored it. Premium pet card. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes. This kind of card is still relatively rare. At least in Fang Fan's hands, this is the second one. The first one showed the hell three-headed dog Xiao He. Just came out, Samsung Combat Power. After so many days of cultivation, it has grown to a 5-star level. It is a very strong help from Fang Fan's side. Except for the high cost of feeding, everything else is okay. The key to this dog is to eat magic crystals. Open the pet card. Get the Dark Knight Unicorn. Species, Night Unicorn. Master, Fang Fan. Level, half-grown, equivalent to a 7-star pet. Skills, Divine Punishment, Dark Flame Instant Prison, Kylan's Seal. Fang Fan's eyes gradually brightened. It's actually a 7-star battle pet. This advanced pet card has something. And this is still a half-grown body. This Dark Knight Unicorn has not fully grown up, which means that there is still room for continued development. 7-star pets are equivalent to 7-star zombies and 7-star awakeners. At the moment, they can already bring a strong help to Fang Fan. Well, there are more than a dozen bloodline cards, swallow them together. Ding. The host swallowed 17 bloodline cards, and the bloodline density of low-level Azuras increased to 19%. Fang Fan immediately felt the increase in bloodline density, and there was a surging power in his body. Remove the sacks from the back of the bone dragon, and put them on the card branch for the time being. Fang Fan instructed that there were too many magic crystals of various cards, and his Sumi space could not hold it. The magic crystal Fang Fan can be directly charged into the system, but the cards still have to find a place to put them. City Lord Fang Fan, a large part of these cards and magic crystals were exploding from the zombies we killed, and a third of them will be given to us in the mountain country. Hee, City Lord Fang Fan, it's not good to eat alone. I don't want too much, just take out 100,000 cards and forget about it. I only need 1 million magic crystals. The extra will be given to City Lord Fang Fan. And our 9 trysts, also bring them together. The heads of the forces gathered at the main city gate, and their faces were not very good looking. For them, the magic crystals and cards that fell under the city walls belonged to them. Now that they were taken by Fang Fan, the jealousy in their hearts has overwhelmed their sanity. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 204. You mean, these cards and magic crystals are yours? But I picked it up from the ground, these are all unknown things. If I didn't pick it up, I would have been trampled by those zombies. I acted as a garbage cleaner once, you should thank me. Fang Fan walked out with a smile, a cold look on his face. It is not so easy to snatch magic crystals and cards from his hands. Haha. These are clearly the cards and magic crystals from the zombies we killed. 1 million magic crystals. We only need 1 million magic crystals. Otherwise, I can't explain it to the brothers in Suihua Cheng. Yeah, our mountain country and snow city are the same thing, and our requirements are not too high. In addition to 1 million magic crystals, we will take 100,000 cards. The leaders of several forces came together, and the conditions they offered were shameless enough. Fang Fan got a total of 3 million magic crystals and 200,000 cards, and he still ran from the south of the city to the west of the city, in a big circle. These people touched the skin of their mouths, and their appetites were huge. In order to satisfy your appetite, do I have to lose a lot of magic crystals? Since it's your magic crystal and card, why didn't you take it yourself? Take it yourself. Did I stop you? Fang Fan glanced at everyone, and the contempt in his eyes became more and more obvious. The faces of the leaders of the forces froze. How can I take it? Can you get it? With so many zombies guarding outside the city, how dare we pick up magic crystals and cards? Thinking that everyone is like you, there are several powerful high-star legions. What's more, there is also a bone dragon as a transport plane. Humph. In any case, please take out our share. Otherwise, our army in the mountain country is not a vegetarian. Guoneng, the young master of the mountain country, showed contempt on his face, and his expression became more and more arrogant. This time, with the power of everyone, Fang Fan must eat the secret loss. Guoneng looked at his right hand with one finger missing, and the killing intent on his face became more and more intense. It's this guy. Amputated his fingers in public. Finger revenge. Must report. Oh. You all think the same way as him? Fang Fan smiled and deliberately asked one more question. Yes. Guoneng Xiao, the lord of the country, means that I wait. Yes. This is our own interest, why don't we fight for it? Fang Fan. I advise you to submit as soon as possible. Yes. Hand over the magic crystals and cards. Everyone said in unison, it seems that a very firm alliance has been formed. So what? What do you want to do next? Come and besiege me together. If I wanted to kill you, it would be easy, believe it? Galen, help me collect your hair. Fang Fan stretched his waist and ordered indifferently. Swoosh swish. 30 seconds later, Galen tugged a bunch of hair and walked over. The leaders of the forces did not realize what happened, and their hair was cut off a lot. In particular, Guoneng, the young master of the mountain country, almost had a scalp cut off the top of his head. At this moment, his blood was blurred, he looked a little disgusting. My lord, I'm sorry, but I didn't hold back when I moved the sword just now, leaving a little blood on my hair. Garen stood in front of Fang Fan with a look of shame and said. And in his hand, he was holding tufts of jet black hair. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 205. These hairs originate from the leaders of various factions. There are the young masters of Shankuo, the city masters of Snowflake City, and the vice-chairman of the Juyuhui. At this moment, their faces can be said to be extremely difficult to see. Don't be too quick to slap the face. Being able to shave off the hair on their heads quickly means that they can take their dog heads at any time. Silence is golden, and it should be silent now. Superfluous nonsense, needless to say. Now, do you still want to come and share a magic crystal? Do you want to share a card? Several millions of magic crystals and hundreds of thousands of cards are indeed an impressive wealth. Fang Fan snorted coldly, the persecution in his words was very obvious. Everyone's faces didn't look good, but how many of them were idiots? Master Guoneng, you were the happiest when you called out just now. Fang Fan focused his attention on Guoneng, the young master of the mountain country, with a sneer on his face. I didn't. Just this magic crystal, my mountain country, I don't care about it. Guoneng felt the blood on his scalp dripping little by little, and the whole person was almost stunned. It's so terrifying. What a magical operation this is. Guoneng's gaze towards Fang Fan was already mixed with infinite fear. Every time I see him, it's definitely not a good thing. Horrible. Terrible to the extreme. Guoneng thought about it for a while, and then walked away. He didn't want to die. Stay with this lunatic, he will really split. Originally, I was thinking of urging everyone to come together to have an autumn breeze and treat the pink eye. Now that the autumn wind has not hit, but someone has cut off a piece of the scalp, what kind of trouble is this trying to make? Guoneng was full of grief and anger, and evacuated first. Although the remaining leaders of the forces could not wait to peel off Fang Fan's skin and cramps, they carefully looked at their small arms and legs, and immediately panicked. Can't do it at all. Actually, our snowflake city is not lacking this batch of magic crystals, cough, this batch of magic crystals and cards should be regarded as a little filial piety to our snowflake city. We Juyuhui came here to make soy sauce, City Lord Fang Fan doesn't need to care about us. We will withdraw first, City Lord Fang Fan is alive, and with City Lord Fang Fan here, this city of Su is as stable as a mountain. Several leaders of the forces handed over their hands, and they all knew in their hearts that the general trend was over, and now they continue to toss here, it is purely courting death. If you want to divide this batch of magic crystals and cards, no problem. Can you do better than others? There are only dozens of people, but the combat power is comparable to tens of thousands of elites. Moreover, catching the thief first and the king can completely kill these leaders. Continue to fight, don't let up. After the Bone Dragon Knights sent the sacks to the card shop, they left half of them to guard, and the rest rushed back to support the battle. Fang Fan stretched his waist, and the battle to defend Suchin continued. In the wave just now, although he concentrated his energy on picking up magic crystals and cards, there were not a lot of zombies slaughtered. Even out of the city field, the number of zombies slaughtered is more. Roughly estimated, at least 50,000 zombies were killed. According to Fang Fan's agreement with Su Zheng, the country's lord, one zombie will have 100 magic crystals, and 10,000 zombies will add one shura fruit. Now it is possible to advance a batch of wages in advance. Kill 50,000 zombies, 5 million magic crystals and 5 azura fruits. Master Su, is the number correct? Please pay for the magic crystal and shura fruit. I am a small business. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 206. Fang Fan rushed directly in front of Su and said with a smile. The corner of Su Zheng's mouth twitched, his face full of helplessness. What Fang Fan said was naturally fine. He has a special person watching Fang Fan and their actions. Fang Fan went out to the city to fight, and the entire city was swept up in a circle, and the number of zombies killed would only be more than 50,000. Originally, he thought that Fang Fan didn't want Su City, this was a rare good ally. But now it seems that this is to drain Su Guo's blood. A zombie with 100 magic crystals doesn't seem like much, but it can't match the speed at which Fang Fan kills zombies. How long has it been since then? Dozens of people under his command killed 50,000 zombies. Can the treasury of Su Guo stand up to such a toss? It hurts so bad. If this trend continues, it will get cold sooner or later. Cough, City Lord Fang Fan is really brave. 5 million magic crystals will be offered later, it's just that we only have 3 of these azura fruits in stock. City Lord Fang Fan, you see. Su Zheng had a helpless look on his face, and it could be seen that he was not pretending. That's it, that's fine, just 3 for 3. The number of magic crystals, can't be less. Fang Fan waved his hand, it is normal that there are not so many fetishes like shura fruit. In addition, City Lord Fang Fan, so what, if the battle situation is not tense, the valiant army under your command can rest a little more, but it can't be fatigued fighting. Su Zheng spoke secretly, but Fang Fan could actually hear what he meant. In plain language it is. Kill some zombies, young and old, our Sioux country's treasury can't hold it anymore. Obviously, Su Zheng is reluctant to Fang Fan's elite combat power, but the employment fee is a bit expensive. As for the other forces, he has already promised the city, and even the seal of the city lord has been sent out, no need for nothing. Fang Fan felt quite amused, and this old guy also admits his cowardice at times. Okay, I get it. My legion is just tired and needs a rest. Fang Fan waved his hand, taking advantage of this time period to recover a little energy and continue the next battle. Suchin, North City Gate. Young country lord, then, that big zombie is too strong, our army can't hold it. If this fist hits, our army will die at least dozens. This zombie will also spray ice cubes. If he sprays it, a team of troops will be gone. We can't go on like this. We can go on like this, our army will be finished. Let's call for reinforcements. The North Gate is mainly guarded by reinforcements from the Mountain Kingdom. This is not the main battlefield, and the attack has not been very strong. But now a large zombie suddenly appeared, several times taller than ordinary zombies, and its combat power is 5. Damn it! Didn't you keep your strength? Who told you to really fight? Extremely guarding the benefits of Suchin's feathers to us. Grass, bandage the wounds for labor and capital, it hurts labor and capital to death. Guoneng's face changed dramatically, the shame he suffered today is enough. I ran to get the magic crystal, and my scalp was cut off. If I hadn't run fast, my life would have been ruined. But now, the battle situation at Baikonman is not stable, and he doesn't want to use the elites of Shankuo to be buried in the battle of Suchin's defense. Don't rush to ask for help, I remember Fang Fan's card shop is near here. Guoneng's eyes suddenly changed, as if he suddenly thought of something, he seemed a little excited. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 207. Young country lord, don't you want to play that card branch? I know you were wronged by Fang Fan, but his card branch, we can't move. That lunatic, really going crazy, but he can do anything. The attendant's complexion changed suddenly, he would try his best to persuade his young master, and then don't be dead. Humph. Who said I'm going to attack that card shop? I'm not stupid. I'm not going to attack. If this card shop is destroyed by the zombies, no wonder we are. Guoneng looked at the crumbling North City Gate, and the sinister smile on his face became more and more. Withdraw our army of defending the country to both sides and let the zombies come in, you lead an elite army to lure those zombies to the card shop. Half an hour later, we will call for reinforcements. Dongchenman, the 1st Combat Department. The North City Gate has been lost? What's going on? Isn't there a 100,000 strong army of the Mountain Kingdom stationed there? The attack strength of Baikan is average, so it shouldn't be able to hold it. Why didn't they ask for help before? Send reinforcements. Rush to aid Baikan. Be sure to block the gap in Baikan for me. In the war room, Su Zheng showed an extremely anxious look on his face. Su Cheng has always made a mistake, he, the lord of the country of Su, has done it. Originally a good defense system, how to say it collapsed. Shanguo, Guoneng. If I find out that you harmed me, don't blame me for being ruthless. Su Zheng had a sinister look on his face, and the sudden loss of the North Gate, he didn't even have to look at it, he felt that there was something tricky in it. Even if the intensity of the zombie attack in Baikan increases, it will not collapse before it comes to ask for help. There is only one explanation, the defense of Baikan has been manipulated. Su Zheng roared angrily. Don't let me grab the handle. With the news of the fall of the North Gate, there is also a large group of zombies looting in the North City area. City Lord Fang Fan, according to reliable sources, The zombies have already rushed to your card shop, you still. Su Zheng looked at Fang Fan with an embarrassed expression. He personally reported the news to Fang Fan. Baikan suddenly fell? These zombies have learned to strike accurately? Are they eyeing my card shop? He, if I remember correctly, the one who refused to guard the north gate should be the army of Shankuo. Guonang. What Su Zheng could see made Fang Fan more sensitive. It's really him, but I can't handle it without solid evidence. Su Zheng also hated Guoneng until his teeth itch, but Guoneng still had 100,000 mountain troops under his command, and now that Su Cheng was in a precarious situation, Su Zheng could only endure this resentment. I don't need you to deal with it, it's just that when I deal with it, don't talk nonsense. A murderous intent flashed in Fang Fan's eyes. Humans have a bottom line. Guoneng provoked over and over again, and Fang Fan did not choose to kill him every time, just to prevent the situation from getting too bad. It's just that this guy seems to feel too good about himself? Or expand to the extreme. What is this doing? Want to destroy his card shop by the hands of the zombies in the southern country? Let all his plans in such an collapse? But City Lord Fang Fan is the master. I, Su Zheng, remain silent on behalf of Su Guo. Also, all the survivors of my Su country owe you a thank you. Su Zheng sat in danger, his eyes were full of raging fire. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 208. All legions, follow me to the North City. All the bone dragons take off. Go all out to the Baikan card branch to help. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief, not knowing what was going on at the card shop. At the card branch, there is now Dong Yi, the store manager, and the 4-star Vampire Banshee Legion bestowed on him by Fang Fan, and the 5-star Bone Dragon Knight Legion that Fang Fan dispatched to defend him. Just hope it's still too late. I'm still too careless. I was actually taken advantage of by this bastard. Fang Fan clenched his fists, his expression grim. Lord Dragonscale, please protect the card branch with all your strength. 4-star Vampire Banshee Legion. Go all out to kill the surrounding zombies. The cold sweat on Dong Yi's forehead gathered into beads of sweat and fell down. At this moment, he was very nervous, but he didn't feel much fear. To survive in the last days, death is a normal state, especially for Dong Yi, he has long looked down on it. He was rescued from among the dead. When he was rescued, he saw Fang Fan. Fang Fan ruled Zhongcheng. Fang Fan changed Zhongcheng. Fang Fan gave him hope for life. Zhongcheng in the apocalypse has actually become orderly. Lord City Lord, if Dong Yi dies today, he will die before the card branch. Thank you for your attention, let me take over the card branch in Suchun, and I will guard it with my own blood. Dong Yi is only a 1-star awakener, but at this moment he resolutely picked up a long sword and guarded here with the Bone Dragon Knight Legion and the Vampire Banshee Legion. The guards at the beginning were step by step, and they could persist. But since the big guy in front of me came, it changed in an instant. This massive zombie is as tall as 2 stories. Obviously mutated and evolved. He can spray countless ice cubes from his mouth, and these ice cubes have endless power of cold, death if you touch them. Even those 5-star Bone Dragon Knights can't hold on. All Bone Dragon Knights? Take off. With the order of the Dragon Scale, the Bone Dragons began to rescue the friendly troops on the ground. No. No. The card branch is still here, I can't live up to the trust of the Lord of the City. I swear to guard the card branch to the death. Dong Yi stood in front of the card shop, ready to die. Forcibly take away. The owner of Dong Yi, on the order of the Lord, be sure to keep you safe. Offended. The Dragon Scale, the leader of the Bone Dragon Knight Legion, directly lifted Dong Yi up. The 5-star Bone Dragon Knight, the Dragon Scale, faced the 1-star awakened Dong Yi, and basically dragged it up without much effort. My card branch, that's the hard work of Lord City Lord. Dong Yi's eyes were bloodshot, his teeth were clenched tightly, blood and tears were empty. Although the 5-star Bone Dragon Knight army has been flying rapidly, there are still 2 Bone Dragons because the take-off speed is slower, they are directly caught by the big zombies, and then they are directly torn by the waist. This is a 5-star Bone Dragon. In the face of this large zombie, there is no resistance. Keep flying. Soar upward. Dragon Scale took a deep breath and became serious. The current situation is obviously not optimistic. This big zombie is too strong. Most of the zombies in the southern country are humanoid zombies, but there are also some bird zombies. At this moment, these bird zombies and Bone Dragon Knights began to fight fiercely in the air. Fortunately, none of these bird zombies are too powerful, and the Bone Dragon Knight Legion is temporarily safe. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 209. Swoosh swish. The big zombie suddenly jumped up, and it was actually done in a short time. Immediately, countless ice thorns spit out of his mouth and attacked the ancient Dragon Knight army directly. The Dragon Scale was fighting in front, and he tried his best to attack, but at this moment his attack seemed like a joke. The ice thorn directly penetrated his body, and he fell from the air. Immediately, the bone dragon he was riding in had to choose to land early because of too many fatal injuries. Dong Yi fell from the air, plummeted, and fell into a mess. The group of zombies came around. Dong Yi smiled miserably. He was going to die in this place after all. He stroked the wall of the card shop, and there was a glint in his eyes. There are too many zombies, and he doesn't think he can escape at this moment. In the distance, the mountain army. Destroying his card shop is considered to be my revenge. Damn bastard! How dare you be disrespectful to me? I made you die without knowing how to die. Guoneng looked at the surging battlefield in the distance, the corners of his mouth raised slightly. Lord, the zombie group in front, at least 100,000. There is a powerful zombie leader in command. This zombie leader is stronger than me. Galen rushed over with a calm look on his face. Fang Fan took a deep breath, knowing that Galen is already an 8-star awakener. An existence stronger than him. Is this going to go against the sky? Could it be that he encountered the king zombie in the southern country? Fang Fan's eyes showed an erratic look. Although he boasted that the army under his command was powerful, he was not so proud that he could hang everything. It should be a 9-star zombie. Stronger than me, but not too much stronger. If I fight for my life, I might not find a chance to kill him. Galen made a judgment. Fang Fan was first relieved, and then his eyes showed a complicated look. 9-star zombies, and 9-star zombies followed by a group of 100,000 zombies. Can you beat them with these people? Lord, otherwise, let's withdraw. This Suchin is not our territory. The demon army-led Satan came over and suggested hesitantly. From the point of view of a demon whose interests come first, Satan feels no need to take risks. No. Half of the Bone Dragon Knight Legion is still there, and the Dragon Scale, the leader of the Bone Dragon Knight Legion, has not escaped, and Dong Yi. Do your best to rescue. 9-star zombies may not be invincible for us. And the reward for killing the 9-star zombie leader must be very rich. We have come to Suchin for thousands of miles. In addition to opening a shop, it is also to kill zombies and obtain strategic resources. Fang Fan made up his mind, waved his hand, and the 5 elite legions under his command rushed forward at any time. Everyone rode on the bone dragon and flew directly to the location of the card branch. Young country lord, that guy Fang Fan actually led his army to Baikan district. He has already fallen into the encirclement of zombies. Sure enough, it's not as expected by the young king. When they die in battle, we can go over and make a fortune. In the past few days, that card shop has made a lot of money, and it is so rich. The brothers have long wanted to vote for him. A few attendants were attentively fawning on the side. Guonang felt that the pain in his head was relieved a lot. An arrogant person like him will not choose to run away easily. This is his biggest flaw. Today, Fang Fan must die. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 210. Dong Yi felt that he was about to die, and all the bones in his body seemed to be broken. Standing in front of him was a 4-star zombie, and his blood-sucking banshee army had been killed and injured. He is just a 1-star awakener, and he seems to have seen the messenger of hell beckoning to him. Boom! A bright dark blue laser shot over, the head of the 4-star zombie was pierced, and magic crystals and cards were dropped all over the ground. Dong Yi wiped the blood and sweat on his face, and at that moment, he had the urge to cry. He raised his head and saw that brave and familiar figure. It's the Lord of the city. He's here to help. Bone Dragon Knight Legion, Demon Legion attacked in the air. The Yellow Turban Commander Legion, the Unicorn Legion, the Melee Raid. The Gothic Laser Rifle Corps, climb the roof and strike at a distance. Fang Fan gave an order, and the army under his command began to spread out like a tide. Fighting against 9-star zombies is not only exciting, but also more fearful. This is an adventure. It's not that Fang Fan didn't think about taking the Bone Dragon to evacuate after saving people. But it feels unrealistic. Because this huge zombie in front of me can actually take off for a short time. Coupled with the surrounding birds and zombies, if you want to escape, the chance of escape is not very large. Only bloody battle. 7-star Dark Knight Unicorn. Harass this big zombie from the left. Galen, attack from the center. Xiao He, attack from the flanks. It is especially exciting to walk among the zombies. The combat effectiveness of the 9-star zombies can be imagined. Fang Fan fought very hard and very hard. The elite army under his command was attrition. The most elite 5-star Bone Dragon Knight Legion has worn out more than half. Use 5 recruiting cards for the Bone Dragon Knight Legion. Ding. The recruitment card is successfully used. Ding. Warm reminder, the same army can only use the recruiting card once within 3 days. Is limited. Fang Fan's face turned black. He had really thought about the strategy of violent soldiers, relying on the army under his command to grind this big zombie to death. All he needs is a steady stream of recruiting cards. A recruiting card of 10,000 magic crystals is not too expensive for Fang Fan, he can afford it. It's just that this restriction made Fang Fan's strategy fail. Galen flew up to fight the big 9-star zombie, and was slapped by the big zombie, but Galen's sword also stabbed the big 9-star zombie. In addition to Galen, who has 8-star combat power, only the 7-star Dark Knight Unicorn can barely stab past, causing certain damage to the big zombie. The current situation must be changed. Fang Fan took a deep breath, otherwise everyone would die. The zombie imprisonment card is only applicable to zombies of 7 stars and below, made. Bomb cards are useless. The number of promotion cards is not enough. Heavenly Soldier Summoning Card. Bunker Card. Fang Fan took out these 2 cards, and his eyes gradually brightened. Use the Heavenly Soldier Summoning Card. Ding. The Celestial Soldier Summoning Card was successfully activated. 10 7-star Celestial Soldiers have arrived. They can exist for 10 minutes. Use the Bunker Card. Ding. Get a small bunker of 30 cubic meters. By using the Sky Soldier Summoning Card and the Bunker Card at the same time, Fang Fan has already decided to fight for his life. 10 7-star heavenly soldiers can always let go and fight. Heavenly soldiers obey orders. Launch a death charge towards the big zombies. Fang Fan ordered it directly. Anyway, it can only exist for 10 minutes, no need to be in vain.